Hey, everybody. I am live and here on YouTube. Um, Let everybody know, tell Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. This is my first time streaming. I'm a little late. I was supposed to be here at 7 o'clock. But we're here. So tonight's discussion is going to be about colorism. And I just want to know what is going on with that. What's up with that? So we're going to wait. We're going to wait a little bit, let people come to the live. I apologize for the delay, but we're here. For the delay, but we're here. Just checking to make sure that I am live, and I am. So I just did a video from TikTok. I did about four videos, and these TikTokers was talking about how colorism is still prevalent, and some of the things that they were sharing was pretty shocking to see and to hear. Oh, to hear. I'm sorry, not to see. Um, and so before we go on for a little bit further in the discussion, we're going to wait just a few more minutes and let some people come on in. So anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit here because um, yeah, one of the videos that I did was of a young lady, and she said that her mother was light skinned, and she said that her hair was pretty, but not her face. And that was kind of shocking, that a mom would say something like that to their daughter, first of all, and then to say that your hair is pretty, but not your face. I'm kind of stunned to begin with that color is a issue or it's a thing still. This is 2026, and you would, well, in my opinion, I would think that those days would be over, because you see a lot of dark-skinned women embracing the natural hair look, um, feeling very, very comfortable in their skin. However, but when it comes to hair, I do notice, though, when it comes to hair, um, on the flip side, I see a lot of Black women wearing weaves, straight, long weaves, curly, whatever, but those are protective styles. So I'm even still learning a lot about my own natural hair. It's tough. But anyway, with this 4C hair. Um, and then some women wear straight, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why people do what they do. I know why I do what I do. And then I also had to understand why people wear what they wear. And it makes sense until it doesn't. But tonight, we're not even talking about that. That'll be a whole nother topic for another discussion another day. And so we're talking about colorism. And then I had another clip. of a young lady who had she had mentioned that light skinned women think that they have more opportunities or that they're better than people that um, are not light skinned, obvious. And she said that they chose, I guess, the lighter complexion. They they chose that, instead of protecting that, which I also thought was I don't know what to think about that one. It was the last, actually, the second to the last video that I posted, little short clips, but it's also in the actual full video that I did on colorism. So, um, she made a distinction between how light skinned women would rather, I guess, side with another persuasion instead of just protecting their own sisters. How do you guys feel about that? Anyway, um, I see three people on here. Welcome, 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 welcome everybody in. Welcome everybody in. Welcome everybody in. Welcome everybody in. So I'm gonna type in a question that I want to ask. And we're going to take a poll, and you all can answer the question if you'd like. Okay, so hope I did this right. So, if you all would like, you can ask a question, or you can even in the comment section, you could ask questions or anything pertaining to um, what we're talking about, which is colorism. How do you feel about it? Is it prevalent in your family? Are there people in your family who are light skin, lighter tone than um, dark? What is it like in your family? What is that dynamic? And if that is the case, are the lighter skin, how are they treated? Are they actually treated better? And you know what? It's so not fair, but hey, it's a question. It is a question. And things do happen in families where, people get treated different when you're I don't know. I'll just say this about me. So both of my parents, obviously, they were dark skinned, and I didn't have a problem. I didn't have a problem because I was chocolate. My mom was brown skin like me, and my dad was brown skin. And all four of us, my parents had, it was two girls and two boys, and all four of us came out chocolate. And but I do remember growing up in school, we were called Blackie, you know. And most of the time, the guys that called me Blackie was the guys that really liked me. So that was like a cover up anyway. But still, nobody wants to be called those names. It's demeaning. It's mean, nasty. Children could be so mean and nasty anyway. But it doesn't do any good for your confidence. You know what I'm saying? And then not only in school was I called Blackie, but at home and amongst my cousins, we were called Blackie. You know, my siblings as well. We were called Blackie. Now that I'm much older, much older, you're more comfortable in your skin. You're more confident. You know what I'm saying. You've had years to work on yourself and build up your self worth and confidence, and so those names mean nothing to me these days. In fact, it is a compliment because I'm very comfortable in my skin, very comfortable in how God made me and created me, and whatever he does is perfect. Everything is perfect. There's no error in what he does, and I'm very comfortable in the skin that I'm in. Not every even let's just say the black race period. I know a lot of black people that are just not comfortable with who they are. They can be around other persuasions, but they're just not comfortable, you know, because you've been told you're not good enough because you're this complexion, or you're not worthy of this, that, and the third. It's all sorts of things that is said, and treatment um done when you are just in the black race altogether. And I'm not everybody, don't, because I know people are going to be saying stuff in the comment section, and I'm not saying everybody. I'm not, that's not what I'm doing. But what I am saying is that we get it. We get it. And so, you know what? I'm gonna wait a few more minutes, and you all can type anything, say whatever you want to say in the comments if you want. If that's why we're on the live. I had quite a few. Um, Maybe I'll go to it. I had a lot of comments today on the video that I did. I'm gonna go to the comments real quick and just let you guys know what some of the comments were. It was kind of wild. Just give me a second to pull it up. Had a lot of comments. Okay, so one comment in particular, it reads as such. It says, "I am white, but I learned about colorism living almost 2 decades in Zambia, but there it is opposite." Wow. So it's opposite. Colorism is opposite in Zambia. Let me continue to read. It says, light skinned women over there are treated like third class citizens. Let me read that again, because did I just read that? Light skinned women over there are treated like third class citizens. Wow, that's interesting. And the darker one is the better she is treated. Wow. Mm, that's interesting. Another comment that I got, and this is I'm not going to say read the names or anything like that, but another comment that I had was says very much so. Well, actually, I guess it's a response to the comment. Very much so. Many areas of the world, some are bleaching their skin. So that's shocking too. I know back in the 60s and 70s, there were a lot of bleaching um, going on within the Black race. And I don't know what to say about that, but Only thing that I can say is that we have to learn to be comfortable in our own skin. And I don't know if it was our parents or just society in general that made us have to feel like, you know, this is the way you have to look in order to be accepted. Therefore, you do this, that, or the third. Um, yeah, I don't recall that. I don't know anything about that growing up. I'm trying to go way back and see if I can remember anything about bleach coloring, and I can't, and I don't. Um, but obviously it happened, and it does happen. Let me get some more comments because there was a lot of comments on the like I said on the video that I did with the young lady whose mother is light skinned, but she's dark skinned, and her mother said that she had pretty hair, but she wasn't pretty. That within itself is wild for a mother to say something like that. So I'm gonna read some comments that I got off of that video from some TikTokers. So one of the comments was, and I'm gonna bleep out some of the profanity. These ignorant bleep peoples in this world being your own family. Would you guys agree with that? Yes, because that's where a lot of this stuff stems from anyway. We're talking about the young lady whose mother is light skinned and she made those remarks. And it does come from the family, which is wild. Okay. And then let's continue. It says, when your family members say some dumb bleep, bleep is crazy self hate. And I agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's like, what is the word when a person deflection, and then it further says, you're gorgeous, honey, have all the bleep bleep, kiss your, okay, we're not going to finish that, but we get the gist of that whole entire comment. um Basically they were saying it stems from the family. And would you agree? And then so some people were sending me photos, which was gorgeous actually. I'm not going to put up their pictures or anything like that, but they sent me a photo and it says her granddad was my dad, is YT. I don't know what that means. Somebody school me in on that. And we made sure we had brown babies. That was one comment. Someone sent me a photo, another photo of their grand niece, and she, of course, was brown skinned. Let's see what else we have. Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm going to shut it down. Um, I really couldn't do much. I couldn't use my laptop. A virus came up on my laptop soon as I opened it, which screws up everything. But we'll try again. We're not giving up. Trust me, we are not getting up. We're just getting started on this mother daughter content. And I see that in the Black family and across the races, not just the Black culture, but across other races, there's a lot of issues when it comes to the mothers and the daughters. Some of the reels that I've come across were young ladies talking about mothers and how mothers are jealous of them, um, and it's really hurtful to see this stuff. And then there's other videos that I come across where the mother is not protecting the children when there are men in the home, or they're dating men. And I saw this one, oh my God, I couldn't believe this video that I saw. Some of the stuff makes it seems like it's fake, like it's not real, but it's real. So anyway, I saw this one video and it was this young lady. She had on like a muumuu. And I believe she was coming out of her room, if I remember correctly. And her mom was like, "What are you doing with that muumuu on? Take that muumuu off and go somewhere else. Go leave." She didn't want her in the house because her boyfriend was in the home. Mothers, I'm talking to you right now. We've got to do better. How in the world is it that we're jealous of our own flesh? That's sick. That is sick. If anything, we should be protecting those young women. Throw him out the house. Throw him out. Because your family going to be family forever. The men, they come and go. But your children, they'll always be there. That's if you treat them right. If you don't know how to treat them, I'll tell you one thing, how you treat them now, when you get older, you're going to need them. And you better hope that they'll be around. And the reason why I'm going in so hard on mothers and daughters, this whole situation here, it's a plethora of content out there, and I like I said, it blew my mind because I can't believe how the dysfunction is just out there in the open, like it's just a thing. Nobody. I know I'm not the only one who wants to tackle this. I have a comment, y'all. Hold on. Someone just made a comment. Hold on. Let's see what they said. Oh, that's funny. They said, "Hello, preach." I didn't know I was doing all that, but what I am doing, I'm very, very passionate about this mother-daughter stuff, because I believe that the women, we are the pillar of the family. We are the ones that bring things together. We could either tear it down or build it up. And I'm sick and tired of hearing and seeing women tearing stuff down. You need to get yourself together. Work on yourself, mother. What is the point in having children and you don't even know how to treat your child? You don't know how to talk to them. You don't know how to build them up. You don't have anything good to say? Don't say anything at all. Just wait a little while. Just wait. A lot of times we talk out of turn. We say things that we can't even pull back once it's out. It's gone. It's out there. We need therapy. We need therapy. That's the bottom line. And it's so ignorant for anybody to say, "You know what? I don't believe in therapy." Oh, you don't? Why is that? You don't want to work on yourself? You don't want to improve? You don't want better relationships? You don't want to learn how to communicate effectively with your child? I'm going to go back. I'm going to circle back to women, mothers protecting their children. You can't be so that was the other video that I put out. It's the male-centered mothers. I I was married. I was married for 19 years. And you have to understand, children, until they reach a certain point, and we all know this, that they cannot do certain things for themselves. We have to fend for them, their mother. I never understood, and it happened all the time. I never understood, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, and I know you will. I never understood, why did the women always make the man's plate first? I know it's just a thing. It's just a question that I want to know. I'm older now and I still don't quite get that part. Oh, is it because he brought in the bacon? He brought in the bacon and we are to cook the bacon and prepare it and then serve the bacon. And then the kids get, they get the treatment last. Is that what it is? I don't know, but I never understood why, when you have it, and I, like I said, I saw it as a child growing up, and then I implemented that in my life as well. I served the man first. Somebody correct me on that. I could be totally wrong. I probably am, knowing me. Anyway, I'm a protector of children, if you can already tell. Um Again, the title's Colorism is still prevalent, and I went all on a tangent. I apologize for that, you guys. It's hard when you're sitting here looking at a camera talking to yourself. So, but anyway, mothers, we just have to um do better. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna end this live. What we need to do as mothers is sit down and have a conversation with our children. Not one time, but on a continual basis. Sit down and let your child talk to you, and you talk with your child. Actually, you listen to your child first. Let them explain to you, Mom, when I was growing up, or they can still be young right now, but the point is, listen to them. Mom, when I was growing up, you did this, you favored this one over me, and and it hurt me, and I just didn't know why you did that. Don't say, "Oh no, I didn't do." Don't do that. Don't try to defend yourself, but sit there and listen to the child. Be If the child is adult now, or if the child is still a child, young child. Take the time to sit and just listen. Be patient. Don't be on the defensive side. We have 2 ears, and that means to listen more than we talk. So let's just try that. Let's just start there. Is take the time, let our child emote. Don't tell them to shut up. Don't tell them, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." No, I didn't do that. You're not going to get anywhere. Trust me, you will not get anywhere. If you want your relationship to develop and improve and healing to take place, if it's broke, the only way that it's going to happen is that we first, mothers, have to change ourselves. Start with us. And then the change will take place with our children, within our children, and the family, and so on and so forth. Because I said earlier, it's us, the women. I had a conversation, and I did say I was going to end the live, but I'm going to say this and then I will. I had a heavy conversation a few weeks ago, and I can't even remember, it just slipped my mind what we were talking about, but it was with my barber. And oh, that's what it was. I was talking with my barber, and I said, "You know what?" I said, "It's the mothers who spend most of the time with the child, molding, shaping, and forming." Just imagine sitting your child down, if you can imagine clay, okay? Imagine clay. You're the potter. Mom, you're the potter. The child is the clay. And you have it right in front of you on the table, and you're just forming it and you're shaping it the way you want the child to be, to think, act, all of those things. The child spends the majority of the time with the mother. So the child is going to think the way the mother programs the child to think. The child is going to speak the way the mother programs the child. Trust me, everything, man, everything adults say, parents, man, moms, fathers, children are like sponges, and they soak up everything and take it in, and then they repeat it. So that's why I said mothers are the ones who form and shape the child, because they are with the mother the majority of the time. So if you're a nasty mother, meaning your attitude, your disposition, guess what? Your child is going to be just like you. If you're sweet and kind and nice and friendly and polite, your child is going to be the same way, or not. But you have to catch that. Catch it. You see them, they got a slick mouth. You got to catch it on the spot. You don't let them get away with it. No, that's not the way that you talk. We're so busy trying to be friends with our children that the parenting that's nowhere around. It's no, that's one thing I like about how I was raised. It was in a tough house. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't ever want to repeat it again, because we got our tails tore up. If we man, if we blinked wrong, we got tore up. But the thing about it, it taught us how to be today as adults, not menaces to society, not corrupt in our thinking, our behavior. We're not out of control. We know how to talk to people. We know how to treat. Not saying I'm not saying that at all. Not saying that, y'all. But what I am saying, our parents taught us, you don't talk to adults like that. You don't treat people like that. You don't look at people. Now, I come a long way. I'm still a work in progress, as a matter of factly. But my God, so to sum everything up, y'all, and I know I probably was pretty harsh coming out on the mothers. And it's only because I'm passionate. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be sitting right here staring at a daggone phone because my laptop is messed up, and just talking to you all, sharing my heart and my thoughts and things like that. But it's important to me. You're important to me. You're important to your children. You are important to your family. You're important to the community. So I'm just saying, let's just do better. Let's do better, mothers. Let's work on our family. Let's start with working on ourselves first. And then the change will take place everywhere else in our lives. I hope you enjoyed this live. Um, I'll be coming on a little bit more often. In the meantime, I will continue doing reaction videos and anything else that may come up. I'll be going out, speaking with some women. I do have a video that I am working on presently from being out at Santa Monica, talking with some mothers and daughters. I think you will enjoy. But thank you. I see that one eye. I actually went up to 3. But anyway, I appreciate everybody. And I know for those that will watch this later on, I hope you get something out of it. And I hope you put some comments down and we can have a conversation, really. And then for those of you that later will see this video, please like it. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can even subscribe to the channel. We're trying to really build this mother-daughter thing here. So I wish you all a wonderful evening tonight. I'm going to enjoy myself the rest of the evening, chill and see what's going on with my laptop. But I love you guys. Thank you for supporting this channel. We love you. Until next time. Peace.